So we're here. Welcome to the Rec Talk Podcast. Like I said, like, subscribe, share this on all platforms like you want to. Listen, we got called out for a special request. Thursday night football. You know what I'm saying? Say your team, Tone.
Baltimore Ravens.
You know what I'm saying? Who we here with today? We got Lodge.
You got Lodge in there.
If I can, you got to speak up again.
They heard me. You got Lodge in there.
I hear you. So, Tone, you requested this. How you feel exactly about your team so far? 8 weeks in the season, man. 9 weeks.
I'm real confident right now. Oh, you can hear. Oh, you can edit it and stuff, right?
Not the volume. So if you're screaming at them, they can hear you.
No, podcast is just talking.
You can hear me?
Yeah,
I'm good.
So 9 weeks to the season, how you feel so far?
I'm confident. I'm confident where we at. 6-3 right now. Got a chance to be 7-3. Lamar is great. He's playing great, MVP level. Zay Flowers is finally showing up in his second year. Rashad Bateman is finally showing up after about a couple years. You know, and Derrick Henry has just been tremendous. Best running back talk in the league right now.
So, now, you told me to bring some smoke questions. You want some fire questions? Alright, so I got a question about your team, man. You know, 3 MVPs on the way. You think he's getting his third MVP?
For sure.
So, how do you feel about 3 MVPs but not 3 playoff wins? How does that take out inside your Lamar Jackson fan page? He's about to get 3 MVPs. But with not 3 playoff wins, with no 3 playoff wins so far. He hasn't won 3 playoff games.
So he really haven't won 3 of them. He only won 2 of them. It was the Titans. I remember that one. Then he beat
the Texans. He won, yes, but he about to get 3 MVPs. But does the MVPs start losing weight?
Okay, I got.
All right, so I'm saying here we go.
All right, so what I can say is that. Well, I can speak on Lamar's behalf. They don't put the right pieces around Lamar. So, therefore, if they're not putting the right pieces around him, how do you expect him to... Because he do it, though. Like we was having that conversation the other day, game changers. He a game changer. He does so much. Like, sometimes when he playing, I feel like he the running back, wide receiver, tight end, all of them. Because he just... Like, without him, our teammate, we ain't nothing.
So, you called, is Lamar Jackson the best quarterback right now?
Right now?
Yes.
Hell yeah. That's not
Okay.
even up for debate.
Best quarterback right now. I got a question about the best quarterback. Why does Lamar play his best until it's time to meet the best? So, I have some stats. You told me to bring some heat. I pulled up some stats for you to, see your take on it. Because Lamar is the best until the best come. You know what they say, to beat a man, you got to beat the man.
Okay.
But your quarterback has failed to beat the man in playoff games. Pull up some stats for you. Last year in the AFC Championship game, they hold the Chiefs' offense to 0 points in the second half. Your man did not finish the dream. And last year, they was projected as the better team. So, let's get into it. I got some stats about Lamar versus Patrick Mahomes, as you see. Got it right here. I got the stats, Stats right here. I got all their games against each other. So my take is, I'm going to get your take. Why do you think Lamar always comes up short against Patrick Mahomes?
This goes back to talking about the pieces that they set around Lamar, I'm not trying to make it an excuse or anything, but, this is Patrick Mahomes' league. He is if you want to call it, he's the man. Like Tom Brady was, he's the man that you got to go through. So, it is what it is.
Do you believe in poor performances? Because as I go through here, it's been a lot of, I say, poor average games for Lamar Jackson. I feel like that, in my opinion, Lamar Jackson, when he plays Patrick, he plays Patrick game. He plays Patrick games.
I think that the game with him gets to his head a little bit. That's what I feel like, because it's like he knows it's a title with Mahomes. Like Mahomes is like the greatest right now in the league right now. He's really up there.
No.
And he tries to like damn, if I beat him this one time, it ain't gonna match how many times he and what he's done.
I'm saying, as you know, people, my prediction, well, not my prediction, my hypothesis was I think Lamar Jackson is the Peyton Manning of this era. A lot of MVPs don't get that ring until later. So when do you got something to say? Nah. So with these stats right here, you know, all these stats are looking at Lamar didn't run. Anytime he played, he never ran over 60 yards. Well, he did one time in 2020, but that was 4 years ago. So, if you're in Lamar's shoes, how do you block out the noise when it comes to Patrick? Because Lamar has never played a Lamar game versus Patrick. He plays a Patrick game. As you see, his passing yards, you know, last game, he threw for 272, ran for 54 yards. The game before that, threw for 239, ran for 107. That was 2020. So when do you think Lamar? Matter of fact, fuck that. When I'm gonna give you hot questions. Will Lamar ever be Patrick in the playoff game?
This year.
Ooh.
This year, and that's strong. This year.
This year?
I mean that. This year.
With DeAndre Hopkins on the Chiefs.
Yep. With DeAndre Hopkins, whatever bullshit other people that they think that they gonna win with or whatever.
My question is, how do y'all expect to beat them this year when the passing defense is worse than it was last year? And last year, you know, hot questions. Chiefs roster did not have DeAndre Hopkins, but this year they also don't have Rashee Rice, but they got DeAndre Hopkins. So they telling me this year they could beat them, but their defense was better passing rate than last year.
The reason why I said that is because I feel like everything is gonna fall together for us. Like we're gonna find a way to beat him. That's the man who run the place. You got to beat the man to run the place, so we're going to beat the man to run the place. Now, who make it on the other side, I ain't got nothing to do with that, but I got to get past him first.
Okay, so
that's the main objective.
Unless you've been living under a rock, you know, the Ravens, they picked up, I say, the best running back in the season so far. So, another question, and this is not just a Ravens podcast, it's an NFL podcast. I'm also getting to some NFL questions for Toon. He's an NFL head. So, with Lamar, you know, they said that this might be the best running back quarterback combo ever. Do you think this can get it done? Like with Derrick Henry, can he get it done this year?
Definitely. Now somebody got. Well, I do believe that now Lamar has somebody back there that he can really trust, and not just him. He got Derrick Henry, Keon Mitchell that just came back from injury. You're going to see him a lot on tonight's game, and then you have Justice Hill. So you got two receiving backs and you got a power back. So now you can switch it up. You can do a lot with that.
So, you know, I brought a third party here, you know, because I watch football, Tone watch football, and our opinions might be biased. So now I'm going to pass it off to Lil Cuz Lods. You don't watch, well, you watch football, but who do you think can win it all this year? We got a Ravens fan in the house. We got Eagles fans in the house. You know, Patriots, we kind of won enough. You know what I'm saying? Not no more. Kind of want. We got tired of winning bowls, so we just giving bowls away. So, who do you think can win it all this year?
I ain't gonna lie, my three picks.
Before you say them, we're real football watchers. So if you say some bullshit, you might get a bullshit response. Okay, go ahead.
My 3 picks right now is the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Ravens.
Are you saying that because the house so weird?
No, I'm just watching the games I've been watching. You feel me? Them 3 teams been snapping a lot. And they like, man, I don't know.
They've been snapping.
Yeah.
Who the Eagles played last week?
Huh?
Who the Eagles played last week?
Jaguars.
Okay, I had to test you. Who the Ravens play tonight?
I don't know.
Who they play tonight? Alright, so before we switch off to NFL topics, you know, Tone got a game tonight. Let me get some predicted stats. Matter of fact, build a ticket for my listeners, because this ticket is gonna be out already. I think the game's gonna be on time I post it, but build a predicted ticket and we're gonna come back and see if it hit.
What I had Jamar Chase, 50 yards. I had the rookie boy, I don't know his name, but it's like Andrew Salvia or something like that. I got him for
Yeah, what was that, bro? But get your own ticket, not the ticket
no,
you already did.
that's mine.
Give a new ticket, not the ticket you already did. Give a new ticket.
Oh, a new John? Oh, hold
You
on.
give up the sauce.
Oh,
That's your
okay.
sauce. That's your sauce.
Okay, hold on.
Bengals.
Hold on. I'm trying to think.
That bullshit right there.
I'm gonna do 2 touchdowns from each team. I'll say Jamar Chase tonight. Then I'll say I feel like everybody gonna take Derrick Henry. So I would say
Dave's gonna make the call. I think Dave's gonna make that call.
I say Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews tonight. You can also take. I feel like Zay can have 75 yards, and I would say Mike Gesicki, or that's a tight end,
Yeah,
Bengals tight
Bengals.
end. I would take him for a nice 50 piece too, and I'll put about 30 on that. That should get you some money back.
Alright, so off the Ravens, let's get into some NFL topics. So, a new generation is coming, football. So I think that my opinion yesterday when I looked at the football teams, you realize that the 6'5", 235 type quarterbacks, they don't exist no more. I think the prototype quarterback is Lamar Jackson. So I got a list of quarterbacks, of just starting 5. As you see, you'll be shocked. No, just take a guess. How many mobile quarterbacks y'all think is left in the not mobile, throw first quarterbacks left in the league? How many y'all think?
Ooh.
Just take a guess.
Ooh.
I got the list, bro.
Yeah.
I got the list right here.
I would say it gotta be less than 3.
Ooh. I'm not gonna say what. What you think? Prototypical throwing quarterbacks first. How many left in the league? I'm gonna read them off right here. And when I looked it up last night, I was completely shocked.
I gotta go I say 1. 'Cause every quarterback I see running.
So East Division so far. We got Josh Allen and Tua. Do you think? I think that's 1. I think 2 is 1 so far. I think he
2
doesn't.
is 1.
1.
I think Josh Allen is mobile. That's just
Mobile.
my opinion.
We got next thing. We got Drake May. If you've been watching Rookie Year, he's mobile. So I say he's the one on the mobile side so far. That means we got 1. We got so far. We only got 1 throwing first. The next of Aaron Rodgers, I put him as another. That's 2. We got now these older players. The next division, he's older. I'm gonna say his name. He's older, but when he started off, he was a dual. Russell. I'm on the AFC North. AFC North. Russell Wilson. He was mobile. As you get older, he's throwing, but I think I'm gonna count him as a mobile. You got Jameis Winston. I'm not counting him because he's a backup. Deshaun Watson in Texas. He was mobile. Joe Burrow. That's another 2. That's 3.
Yep.
He's a throwing quarterback.
He's throwing quarterback now.
Lamar Jackson, that's not even a question. Not even a question. Next one we have C.J. Stroud, Trevor Lawrence.
Run the ball, man.
I got him. Listen,
I don't know
I got
about
5.
CJ.
You think C.J. not mobile?
He run the ball.
You see, when I
Well,
watch him, I don't see him run.
I'm not going to. The list is kind of long. The 5 I got, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, that I think are just throwing quarterback. The 5 I picked Purdy.
Okay, yeah.
I picked Baker.
Okay.
I picked Carr.
Okay.
I picked Goff.
Yep.
And I picked Aaron Rodgers.
Yo, you know who else I throw in there?
Who?
Dak Prescott.
I about to see that.
But he was mobile though. When he came in the league,
When he came in the league, he was running like that,
Yeah.
but it slowed
So that's
down
why-
a lot. It slowed down.
in my opinion, I look at it as that switch it as basketball. I feel like if your big man can't shoot a 3, you're runs now, right? If your quarterback can't move around the pocket, I think he runs now too. Unless you're in the name. I feel like that if you look in the upcoming draft, all these quarterbacks are mobile. So how do you feel about the change in the league? You're young, so you wasn't really around for the Peyton Mannings of the world, the Tom Brady's of the world, Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees. How do you feel now about the mobile quarterbacks?
I feel like they made the game more fun. And they made it more like competition.
I'm gonna ask you the same question next time.
It's like more competition because now you got to worry about quarterbacks running instead of just throwing.
So, Tone, you know, I asked him the question I'm gonna ask you because you was actually. I'm not saying you wasn't there, but you watched the games. You seen the Peyton Mannings of the world, seen Tom Brady of the world, the Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, Eli Mannings. What do you think is better for the league now? Them 6'3", 225 quarterbacks. I mean 6'5", 225 quarterbacks, or 6'2", 200 mobile quarterbacks. What do you think is better for the league now?
That's what the league is all about right now, the mobile quarterback. If you don't got a quarterback that can't run, you might as well throw it away. Throw him away. Throw him away. You need a quarterback that can run the ball.
That's like a Madden.
No, that's true though.
Have you ever chose just a throwing quarterback?
I can't play with Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah,
bro.
he play with a running quarterback every
Nah,
time.
I can't because you know the way the defense is now is like I feel like that it was when they took away the hits, they took away the sturdy quarterbacks because now I could run and I know if you even breathe on me wrong, bro, that's 20 yards. That's 20 yards.
Then you got a TJ Watt or a Michael Parsons coming towards you, and you can't run, you fuck. Or a Max Crosby coming towards you.
Brady last year, Michael Parsons, bro, you seen Michael Parsons come off the line, bro? Bro, I feel like that. These eras are different, bro.
Bro, Tom Brady not moving.
No, eras are
moving
different.
at all.
Oh, we got the number one Eagles fan plus the number one Chiefs fan. Yes, 2-for-1 special on the pod. Oh man, Uncle Man, how you feel about both of your teams? Yes, I said both teams. How you feel about both?
They doing real good right now.
So, if Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, you know, I got a question for you. 4th and 5, game on the line. What quarterback you picking to take home? Mahomes or Jalen Hurts? Who you picking? You taking Mahomes over Hurts? I get a reason why for that.
He's a better accurate quarterback.
Quarterback. So explain, you know, how do so 7-1? What the Chiefs 7-1 or 8-0? 8-0. DeAndre Hopkins. Do you feel like with DeAndre Hopkins, you know, 2 touchdowns last? He had 1 or 2 last week, right? Does that guarantee a 3-peat? How you feel? You think that can give you a 3-peat?
Well, having Hopkins is definitely a boost to the offense. Mm-hmm. But just look at it. You still got Isaiah Pacheco coming back next week.
Ooh, I forgot about it.
Right. So, they still got weapons. The only thing is, what I like about Kansas City is that once we lost our main receiver, they picked up another one just to back up their offense.
No. Last week when I was here, you said how you feel about the Saints cornerback going to Commanders, not the Chiefs? How you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a pick. The money talk.
Money talk.
Wherever the money lie, that's where he was going to go. But I think it would have been more so of a solidified deal if we'd have got him. It would have been a good chance of saying, oh, well, listen, ain't nobody stopping Kansas City. They going straight out.
So you've been a Chiefs fan past couple years. You know, I asked him a question earlier about Lamar and the Patrick. What do you think Lamar can do to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoff game if he can? What do you think Lamar got to do?
Well, at this point, he got to definitely rely on his receivers and his tight end as well, and try to stay more so in the pocket and not try to cause injuries to himself. You see what I'm saying? That's what I believe. That's how you get over. And your defense have to get in and really have to disrupt on Mahomes to get him frustrated.
So you think that it's ever possible for Lamar to beat Patrick? You think that will ever happen in the AFC Championship?
It can happen. It definitely can happen. Anybody can be beaten in any given time. But if you let Mahomes get too comfortable, you're going to pick him apart. That's what any football quarterback.
It's cute. No, we got a number one Eagles fan just stepped in the building.
You're talking about a lot of teams that's not in front of your Eagles.
Well, I had no reputation. You know, He 2 teams. So I got an Eagles fan in the house, you know. How you feel so far 9 weeks in about your team?
We should be 7-1. The game that we lost to Atlanta, that should have been a W. Only game we really lost was Tampa Bay. And I know we had a lot of injuries, but it still was a loss.
So, AJ Brown, how you feel being out again? Or they said he didn't play last couple days. He didn't play. You think that it's like a bye week? Play the Cowboys so far? You're not really worried about that?
we on a short week, so if it was me, I probably would sit him out against the Cowboys and get him ready for the Commanders next Thursday night because we on a short week.
Listen, you a diehard Eagles fans. I was here last week. Even with a win, Nick Sirianni was still on the hot seat. So without all your years of watching the Eagles play, how do you feel about Nick Sirianni coaching style? Do you like it? You think it's terrible, mid? How do you feel about Nick Sirianni?
I think it's mid. I think he's a winner. I mean, his record, he's a winner. But I just don't like some of the play calling they be doing. I really don't like some of the play calling. Like, it pisses me off.
Do you think that his play calling will come into effect during playoffs? Do you think he will lose a game off his play calls?
I mean, I hope not.
Hope not. Okay, yeah.
But if he does, I mean, his day's probably numbered.
So, speaking of the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, we was in a group chat having an argument about, you know what a game changer and a game manager is, manager.
Right.
Do you believe that your quarterback is a game changer or a game manager?
I would go a little bit over to the game changer because he can change a game. Because he's a dual. He's like, you know, Lamar is a dual. All them dual quarterbacks, they can change the game.
So you feel like that automatically being a dual quarterback means you're a game changer, or you got to have talent with being a dual
Gotta have
quarterback?
talent too, yeah.
Because when we had a question, I named 4 game changers in my opinion. Let me see how you feel about my 4. I named Patrick, I named Lamar, I named Allen, and I named Burrow as game changers.
Burrow definitely is a top 5 quarterback in the league. Definitely.
I said, well, not for top 5. I said those are my game changers.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Game changer. Yeah, he's a game changer. Yeah, I like your list.
Yeah, I said that Jalen Hurts, I feel like he's a game manager. I feel like that he managed the team in decent. I feel like in a good way. I feel like that if it comes down to him making a final play by himself, I didn't see it. I feel like the pieces around him can make him win the actual game. I feel like that if you want to tell him, you got to win this game. A game manager, you tell, bro, don't go lose this game. A game changer, you tell, go win this game. That's what I think the difference is. Right. I feel like as a game manager, they tell you, don't do nothing that can lose the game for us. Everything is right. Like Brock Purdy is the definition of a game manager. The pieces around, they say, bro, whatever you do, don't lose this game. I feel like as a game changer, they be like, bro, they ain't going to win this game. But you as a quarterback, you're going to win this game. That's why I said it's 2 difference. I feel like Patrick Mahomes, definitely game changer. I saw Lamar, game changer. Burrow, game changer. I feel like that if Jalen Hurts do become a game changer, I feel like that 2022 was his point to get. I feel like if he would have won that bowl, it would have been a game changer conversation. Do you see a bowl in your future?
Yes, I do. I see one within the next 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years?
I think that now we're what? We won 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
The key to my team though is the turnovers. If we don't turn the ball over,
I think y'all didn't have a turnover since week 2.
Did. That's what I said.
Week 2.
So if you don't turn the ball over, that puts up W's.
So I looked up some stats from, because as a podcast, I look up my stats. So Jalen Hurts has been throwing the ball less, but Saquon has been getting a lot of more carries and more yards thrown at them. Do you feel like that plays a part in your offense where Jalen Hurts throw the ball less and you focus on just Barkley? Because the stats show the turnovers came from Jalen Hurts not throwing the ball as much, but Barkley has taken a bigger role in the offense. Do you feel like that is the way to go for the further season? Barkley is the tier 1 weapon on the team. The turnovers come from bad throws, forced throws. So if you lower him down, Hurts against the Giants, I think he only threw for like 24, 25 times.
I mean, you brought Barkley in
for a
the
reason.
number 1 option, so you got to use him. I'm not saying to run him in the ground, but
yeah,
you got to give him the ball. You got to use him in spots. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm saying your team 9 weeks. Who's the challenger so far to your team? I get his name NFC 2 challenger thing. When you see him on your schedule in the playoffs, you like, I gotta sit down for this one.
NFC, I'm gonna go Detroit. Who else would be? The Vikings. I think the Vikings are a little bit overrated.
Overrated?
Yeah, I think the quarterback.
I think Justin Jefferson made Sam Darnold or Sean
No,
Darnold.
Jefferson is great, but I think Sam Darnold is.
Pressure comes, he's
Yeah,
gonna crack.
he's going fold like a lawn chair. I don't know. Maybe just Detroit on the NFC. That's the only one I'm probably really worried. I'm trying to think. See, San Fran has a lot of injuries. If San Fran didn't have all them injuries, they would definitely be up there.
How you feel about CMC coming back Sunday? That
They
doesn't
got
move you?
no. I mean, it moves them up a little bit, but they still have injuries all over the place. AFC. Of course, Kansas City. Yeah, of course, Kansas City and Baltimore. I think after them,
It's really just for the picking.
yeah, AFC.
I'm glad I got an OG here because I had a question. Them two, Tone and Lodge, they said that they like this generation of football. I said, if you notice the regime of a Tom Brady is, a Peyton Manning is, Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees, is that being 6'5", husky quarterback, that's not in the league no more. I feel like this is a mobile quarterback league. I feel like strong quarterback where you focus on pass first, that's how Diamond does in the league. So as you, being an OG as you watch every era, do you believe that this era is better for football, or do you believe the step back, analyze the field, throwing quarterbacks are better for the NFL? What you think?
You saying better for the NFL?
Or what era you think was better? You know how, for example, basketball, they be like the 90s are better than now because it was hard fought. Do you think that?
Yeah, the 80s and the 90s in the NBA definitely, because it was more it was like more rough, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like going to the hole, letting people just go in there, they knocking you out the air.
So what quarterback play you think is better? The early thousands with the old, I say Tom Brady's, Peyton Manning's, Eli's, Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees's. Who else is going on back then?
Yeah, I think their quarterbacks was better.
Their quarterbacks better than now?
Yeah.
Ooh, can I get
No,
an
I'm saying
opinion why?
the older,
Yeah, back
the
then.
older generation. Because you said as far as standing in the pocket and all that, or
Yeah,
you
like-
saying like what quarterbacks I like better?
Now, like their place. Okay, what play style you think is better now? Like, if you're building your team, would you want a now quarterback, for
If
example?
I'm building my team right now,
Yeah.
I mean, I probably want the running quarterback, the
running
quarterbacks now, because that's the way the game is played now. It's a duel. Defenses they gotta what's the word I'm looking for? They gotta practice for the running quarterback and the passing quarterback. Like,
No. Besides Brady playing in this era, do you think that? Matter of fact, can you name quarterbacks you think you could throw into a 2000 offense? Hard hitting, you running, you might actually get hit. Do you think these quarterbacks can play back then? Or can you name a few things that you could throw back in the early 2000s?
some quarterbacks from now that can
Yeah.
play in the 2000s.
But I'm talking about, with you got
Ray Lewis and all of them. Like,
got Ray Lewis back there,
linebackers.
got Ryan Clarkson back there.
All right. I think Lamar can play in that era. Yeah, I think Lamar can definitely play in that era.
Lamar, I think they never seen nothing like that back in 2000s. I think they might call him a witch back then to see the way he moved. That's how I feel about basketball too.
Right, basketball, yeah. Who is that? That's the tight end for the Bengals?
Jackson?
Yeah. You got for 50? You like him that high? That's going to take it down. Yeah, I know. That's going to take it down. Let me see. I know, so I know shit. I would take him at 25, and I would put no, I would put the Burrow over 1.5 touchdowns. You don't like that? I love that play. Can you put that on there? Burrow, I don't know about the ball getting 50 yards.
So get out of there before we end this. You're a Sixers fan, right? How you feel about that 1-6 start? I think injuries or just.
I'm from Philly. I'm an Eagles fan. As far as the Sixers and the Phillies, I'm a diehard Eagles fan. I mean, I'll watch it, but that's really not my team.
That's your team.
But the Sixers, they got to make some. I like the moves they made this offseason, but Embiid, I think that Embiid shouldn't have played for the USA team. I think he should have focused on the upcoming season with the Philadelphia 76ers. That's why I think that they would never win nothing.
That was a lot of commentary, since you brought that up. They brought up that how Sixers fans look at you is, you can't tell me I seen you from June, July, and August snapping,
Right.
playing your point. And then when it's time to suit up for your team, you out.
Yeah, that's what I had a problem with.
So final
That was my issue with the Embiid situation. I think that he should have suited up for his team instead of suiting up for his country.
He didn't even play for his country.
Right. You got to win. Right. Well, shooting up for the USA, you gotta play for your team. This was you owe that to the Philadelphia Sixers. You owe that to the fans in Philly
You heard his comments?
to bring a title. Yeah, I heard his comment.
How he said that he done too much for the city already?
Yeah.
That got a lot of
Case. What do you want? An MVP?
one MVP.
Yeah. Do we got any titles? No.
Nah.
Exactly.
So before I get
That's
you
my
out of
point.
here, what is your highs and lows for the second half of your Eagles season? What's something you want to improve on and something you think should stay the same?
I want to improve our play calling sometimes. Sometimes the play calling be heavily iffy. It's all over the place. And I'm fine with the 6-2 start. And we could finish 13 wins, something like that. 13-4, 12-5, something like that. I'm cool with that.
This a championship or bust season or not yet?
Our roster on both sides is pretty solid. I think we should at least make it to the championship or Super Bowl.
So I'm about to end this joint. Want to say some final words? I'm about to end this joint. Want to say some final words about your team? What they expect tonight? Yo, big.
I would love to see the Eagles in the Super Bowl against Baltimore.
Baltimore. Well, you about to get a preview of that in 2 weeks. How you feel about that game? 2 weeks.
December 1st.
How you feel about that?
I like our chances.
Like our chances, like your chances.
Yeah.
Even more. Listen. Say, you want to say something to him if I end it or no? You want to say something if I end it or you good? You want to say something if I end it or you good? Alright.
That was nice. What, 37 minutes?
Yeah, 32 minutes.
What's up?
Alright. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Joint gonna be out probably later tonight or tomorrow morning. Like, subscribe on every platform. Rack Talk Podcast.